We're now joined by Dr. Joseph Marbach, president of Georgian Court University. Good to see you, Joe.
Good to see you too, Steve. Thank you.
We're taping on the 16th of June. A lot of things will happen between now and when this is seen. How much can you predict for the fall of 2020 as it relates to your university and others in terms of in-class, online? Do we know?
We don't know, and so I try to stay out of the prediction game. What we are doing is planning, and we're looking at various scenarios. So at this point, we believe we will open and have face-to-face classes, but we're also employing something called the HyperFlex or the HyFlex plan, which will allow us to split classes in half, and our faculty will put all their lesson plans and information online, so we can pivot to online if we need to in a very short period of time.
You know, Dr. Marbach, we've talked about this before. Georgian Court, one of the many universities, part of our partnerships with different colleges and universities. And because you and I talk about teaching, and you've taught as a professor at a different university, what I'm curious about is quality control. The quality of a professor, for he or she to teach and engage effectively via this technology, because it's not easy. How do we teach people to teach this way?
Well, we are running courses all throughout the summer through our Teaching and Learning Center to work with the faculty and work with instructional designers to make the courses interactive as possible, to introduce video and audio, to have students work in group projects. And I'm very happy to tell you that when we pivoted to online back in March, we did survey our students afterwards, and they were by and large satisfied with the classes. They gave us some pointers on how we could improve, but they identified 77 faculty members by name who did a great job in a very short period of time. So we think we've got a pretty good handle on providing a quality education and a quality product to our students.
So either way, whether it's all online, a combination of in-class and online, or all on campus, you are confident of the quality of education that our students will be getting at your place?
Absolutely. Georgian Court isn't a big research university. We pride ourselves, our faculty pride themselves as being teacher scholars. So they take the craft of teaching very seriously, and they've adapted to it very well. And I can't sing their praises loudly enough.
You know, the other thing about this, you and I talk about money a lot, the economics, the fiscal realities, the budgeting, and we're a nonprofit organization. You're a president of a university. The bottom line matters a lot. But then again, there was a tuition freeze at Georgian Court. You froze tuition, did you not?
We did, in response to the needs of the families that we serve. Over 40% of our families are receiving Pell Grants, and that means they're getting financial aid from the federal government, and they're receiving tuition assistance grants from the state government. So they're coming from modest incomes. And as you well know, Steve, 40% of the people making less than $40,000 are unemployed because of this pandemic. And that's a large portion of the families that we serve and the students that we serve.
But you lost that revenue.
We lost that revenue, but if we lose those students who are on the margins, it's even a greater loss for us. So we'll take a short-term hit to ensure long-term success.
You know, Dr. Marbach, I'm curious about this. Longer term, everyone hopes and prays for a vaccine. But again, we've had so many others on who said it's not that simple. But the question is, do you believe that higher education will be changed forever, meaning it will never look the same as it did even a couple of years ago, not just because of this, but this was being written about the dramatic paradigm shift in higher education before COVID-19. Do you believe the paradigm shift will be huge and permanent?
I honestly don't, Steve. I think we've been an institution, and you look at the institutions of higher education in this country, and we've outlasted businesses that have come and gone. You look at these companies on the Fortune 500, the top companies in the world, and they come and go, but institutions of higher education have been around for literally hundreds of years. Now, we do change the model, we change the approach, but fundamentally, people learn in groups, and we've learned that, and we perfected it. And we may change a little bit of how we deliver that education, but there's something about our American system that not only is unique, but is the envy of the world. And it's part of the maturation process for many Americans. So I think things are changing, but I don't think it's a paradigm change, as many have cited.
Got about a minute left in this segment. Social justice, huge issue for you, for the university. Question: what is the role of the university when it comes to promoting racial and social justice?
It's central to not only our core being as a Mercy institution, an institution founded by the Sisters of Mercy, but it's also fundamental to our purpose in civic education and improving our students. Part of our strategic compass is aimed at empowering students to foster a just and compassionate world. And at the heart of it is social justice. So we have to train people to overcome biases that they may have gathered in grade school, high school, wherever, and understand that it's a big world out there and they're going to be a big part of it.
Well said. Dr. Joseph Marbach, president of Georgian Court University. Joe, want to wish you all the best, and everyone at Georgian Court, we thank you for your partnership. All the best.
It's my pleasure, Steve. Thank you.
We'll be right back right after this.
State of Affairs with Steve Adubato is a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation. Funding has been provided by Hackensack Meridian Health, Wells Fargo, IBEW Local 102, PSE&G, NJM Insurance Group, New Jersey Sharing Network, the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, the Healthcare Foundation of New Jersey, and by the Fidelco Group. Promotional support provided by bestofnj.com and by New Jersey Monthly.
If you have cancer or suspect you may have cancer, don't let your fear of COVID-19 take over. Our commitment to cancer care and patient safety remains our top priority. Our cancer team is taking special precautions, including temperature screening, universal masking, physical distancing, and rigorous cleaning of all our facilities. Hackensack Meridian Health nurses are available by phone or by video visit. Please call 551-996-5855 to connect with the care you need.